Welcome everyone to my third blog. Thank you so much for all the support on the last two. Really appreciate it. This week we're going to go through how to make drum patterns on FL Studio. So last week we did melodies. This week we're doing drums. So this is going to sound like a more complete track by the end of it. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to choose your sounds. So we're going to go over here to the library and go down here to our samples. This opens up a load of folders. I'm using a lot from this lo-fi kit and this Metro Boomin kit. I forget which ones I'm using completely, to be honest, but they're all in here. So if you want to say drag a sound, say this hit, so if you want to drag it into the playlist, you just drag it in there, and yeah, whenever this moves across it, it'll just trigger to play. So as you can see here, I've singled out all of my drum elements. So I have my kicks, my snares, my hi-hats, and a few other little bits and pieces. So I'll break it down element by element. So first of all, I have my kicks here. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel out everything but my kicks. So as you can hear, it doesn't really sound like anything, not even music. But once you bring in everything else, then it kind of starts to become a whole kind of project, I suppose. Next thing I'm going to put in are my snares. So for this I've layered in a load of snares. I've layered in this Dilla snare, which is kind of lo-fi. I quite like that. I've layered in this snare, just for a bit of punchiness as well. So my two snares there, I have these ones up here as well, just make it a little bit louder. And then I'll put in my kick then, and these are snare. Oh no, they're more kicks there. So yeah. Okay, so that seems a bit more like a drum pattern now. The next thing I'm going to add into it are this kind of cymbal ride. I don't know what to call it exactly, but it just kind of gives it a bit of texture. I put this off beat, okay, so it's not exactly on a beat, so it gives a bit of a groove. Yeah, so it's kind of like it, gives a bit of a groove. Now the hi-hats, I did something a bit different with this now. These are exactly on grid. Okay, so these are probably like your typical kind of trap hi-hats mixed with the kind of lo-fi cymbal rides here. So I'll just stick this on. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of taking shape a bit more now. The last thing to add now is my bass. Okay, so some people think of bass as melody or drums. I work with a lot with 808s, so I consider 808s to be a drum. So I'll just stick that in, and you can hear it now. So yeah, just to say, if you're not wearing headphones, you probably wouldn't have heard the 808 there at the bass, because it has very low frequencies. Uh, yeah, so that's all my drums there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put in the melody from the last day and the pad that we made the last day, just so you can see what the kind of song's shaping out to sound like. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. That's all of our drums completed. As you can see, there's still a few more sounds that I haven't included in there. They're kind of like sound effects and stuff. And then I have some automation up here then as well. That's what I'm going to go through next week. So I think it's mixing and automation next week and effects. So stay tuned and appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.